Hi friends, today we're going to be reading Sophie Skates. The author, or the person that writes the story, is Rachel Isadora. Sophie started skating when she was 3 years old, on the pond behind her house. Now, Sophie is 8 years old. She dreams of becoming a professional ice skater, but she knows there will be many years of hard work ahead. Sophie watches ice skating on television, but most of all, she likes going to ice skating shows. There, she gets to see the skating up close. She claps hard for the performers and can't wait for the day when the applause is for her. Sophie takes lessons 5 mornings and 3 afternoons a week. Her morning class begins at 5 o'clock. When she arrives, some of her friends are already warming up. She says hello to Mr. Simon, the coach. Everyone is dressed warmly. The ice rink can be very cold. So the skaters wear layers of clothing that they can take off as they warm up. Skaters choose clothes that are easy to move in, but still fit close to the body. Sophie's skates are already broken in. When they were new, they felt stiff and hurt her feet. She had to put guards over the blades and walk around her house to soften the leather. Sophie can lace up her skates quickly, but when she was first learning, it took a long time to do it correctly. Mr. Simon begins the morning class with the basics. Young skaters do these skills over and over again. Learning to get up from a fall gracefully is always important. Basics include different ways to stop, as well as different ways to move. Some basics are practiced both forward and backward, or just the right foot and just the left foot. After basics, Sophie's class practices figures. Figures are difficult, but they help the students learn to glide with control. Everyone takes turns skating on ice, using all 4 edges. Then they do basic 8s, which are skated in 2 circles that make the shape of an 8. It's good we skate 8s and not 4s, Pamela says, and they all laugh, even Mr. Simon. At 7 a.m., class is over and everyone leaves for school. After school, Sophie returns to the rink for a private lesson in free skating. She does her jumps, spins, and footwork over and over again. As her muscles get stronger, she will jump higher, spin faster, and move with more control. Sophie wants every move to be perfect, but she's been skating long enough to know that sometimes she will fall. When it happens, she tries not to be hard on herself. Sophie takes ballet lessons 2 afternoons a week. Some of her friends from ice skating class are in her ballet class too. Ballet helps them be more flexible and graceful on the ice. Competing is Sophie's favorite part of ice skating. A big competition is coming up in 3 weeks. In her afternoon class, Sophie runs through her short program with Mrs. Wilkin, the choreographer. She tries on her costumes and decides on the purple one. This brought me good luck last competition, she says, and does a super jump. Sophie is excited to skate her long program. She agrees with Mrs. Wilkin on the bright green costume. It matches the happy music. I won't have to remember to smile, Sophie says. This program is so much fun. It is time to go home. Before they leave the stadium, Sophie and her mom stop and watch Nick lift his partner high in the air. Sophie applauds. Suddenly, Nick skates over and scoops up Sophie and lifts her high in the air too. "I'm flying!" she shouts. After dinner, Sophie cleans and dries her skates. She sits with her dog, Henry. Henry does her homework. It's nice to be home after a long day. "Get your skates, Sophie. Let's go out to the pond," her brother calls a little later. But Sophie is already asleep. The end. Thanks for listening.